Hello and welcome, my Capricorn collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and crosswatchers. Welcome to your timeless 5-card draw spell kit reading. I am your reader, Mark Angelo Lyons. Mal for short, they're my initials. I'm not bad, it's just spelled that way. I am a professional witch, a professional intuitive, the president of Drawing the Circle Productions since 1998, author of 2 different books with a 3rd one in process. First one is called Spell Ingredients from a Professional Witch. The second one is called Words of Grace from a Professional Witch, and there is a Kindle version available of Words of Grace, and I mention it because there's a link in the description box that if you click it, you can preview a good chunk of it for free, including the table of contents, which you'll see it's mostly in chakra chapters. It's a book of prayer and practice, and that book saved my life writing it, and the Kindle version is lovely. It's clean, it's pristine, compared to the original version of Words of Grace, which is a Fellini film fest, and you can find that original ebook over on patreon.com/drawingthecircle, my membership subscription platform. We've got a digital store over there with the ebooks, with audios. The audios are prayers and meditations and cool stuff like that. Videos, classes, and workshops. The audios and videos have free previews, so you can dip a toe for 2 minutes and see if you like them for purchase. You don't even need to be a subscriber on Patreon to shop in the shop, and I think that's really cool. Some of my subscribers actually get those ebooks, audios, and videos. In fact, God Got Us, our top tier, gets all of it. But the majority of my subscribers get 3 benefits in common. They get a daily check-in. I send them an unlisted YouTube live stream like pretty much every single morning. We chat about the day's astrological weather, the magical applications, the spiritual implications, always ending with a little prayer, a little blessing, some spiritual practice to send us on our way. And it is the wisest witch. The wisest way for this witch to start the day this morning was really wonderful, actually. As well as they get all the extended readings, the part 2s to the part 1s. All of my extended readings are timeless and relationship stuff-based, path of true love, romantic soulmate, contract, twin flame reads, all that stuff. Yeah, they get all of them, as well as they get a significant discount when they book me for a private session, spiritual counseling, readings, both what we call a half and half. We'll talk about that at the end of the video. If you want more info on that, you can follow us for free. As a matter of fact, at the time of this timeless recording, I'm getting a kitten next month. So the witches that were literally raised by witches, this little kitten, Samuel, they sent me a video of him today, and so the free followers got that, but my subscribers get to see that too. Eventually I'll release that to the rest of the world, but I love giving advanced content as well as exclusive content to my free followers and subscribers as the inspiration comes. You can 7-day free trial us as seeker or human. $3 as seeker, $5 as human. Obviously, if it's a free trial, it's free. Just jump out the last day. But if you want the discount on the private session with me, you got to stay for the month and book me within the month, because that's only fair. I love it. It is the coolest thing I have ever done, and it's been the best thing for my career as a mystical artist, a healer, a reader, and all that jazz. So if you feel so drawn, if you feel so called, if you're even slightly curious, click the link, check it out, and come play Triana on Patreon. So I'm the Archangel of Lions, Mark Angelo Lyons, but you can just call me Mal. Hi. Hey, my Capricorns. Oh, I love Capricorns so much. I'm a Virgo myself. 4 planets in Virgo, 2nd house. There's a lot of earthy earth there. So let's get down to work, shall we, Capricorns? I know y'all are so serious, and I love that about you. We'll do some explanation for the new Capricorns and crosswatchers, and then we will jump into the divination. Feel free to jump ahead if you've heard it all before. Welcome, Capricorns and crosswatchers who are new to my channel. A 5-card draw, just to explain, is 1 card from 5 different decks, giving you clues, tips, and hints about absolutely anything, but in this case, how to manifest your heart's desire, and what I call a spell kit reading. Your spell work, your law of attraction, who's-y, what's-this, your manifestational process with the 5 magical elements. Our first deck is the Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish. Cavendish to represent the element of fire. What you yearn for, what you burn for, what your heart's desire. And your heart's desire was assigned to you for this lifetime, and in many, many lifetimes we've been working on this stuff. So a little spell fragment there to get you on the way with element of fire, our element of earth. We will be using the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. This deck is consecrated to the ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. This deck is consecrated to my beloved Archangel Ariel. Ariel means the Lion of God. Don't know why they named a mermaid after the Lion of God, but is one of the archangels of the North, element of earth, our element. Hence, hey, get in there. Hence, the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno. Love that deck. For the element of air, the thought, right? So you got the fire, the earth, the air, the thought part of it. We're using the Archangel Fire Oracle by Alexandra Wenman, published by Findhorn Press. Just Google Findhorn, Scotland. It is mind-blowing what they've been doing there for so very long. And everyone has access to archangelic stuff, right? Archangelic awareness, consciousness, and we'll talk about that when this card hits the table. But they only come if you call. They're really respectful of boundaries. Then they're archangels. The next deck is consecrated to the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above, not just the higher selves of the Capricorn and the crosswatchers, but anybody else who might be involved. And this is the element of water, the energy in motion that we experience as emotion when in physical forms. And we will end with our spirit card with a Matt Kahn healing mantra. All of my readings have a Matt Kahn healing mantra because they work. It's not technically divination. It is a healing system, and there's nothing like a mantra, something to just kind of get you through so that you manifest your heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of unity for the well-being of all, because as one of us manifests a heart's desires, we all move forward in that process. And it really is my experience that our heart's desires are part of a much larger plan in play. The plan that I like to call the plan for permanently peaceful, people-populated paradise, planet Earth. Heaven on earth, Valhalla restored, Olympus returned, whatever you want to call it. You do you, right? So there is our explanation. Let's get into the divination, the shift from explanation to divination, which happens repeatedly in these videos. Well, that happens in the still point, and it's my favorite thing to do. A little simple 2-word spell my guides gave me. So, both feet on the floor if you can. Focus on your breath if you will. I promise you I will do my best to help anybody manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, and by fire in the spirit of unity for permanently peaceful, people-populated paradise, planet Earth. Fill in the blank. It's like a Mad Lib. Call it what you like. Ready? Let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ancestral override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved ancestors of magic, miracles, and mysticism. What is the spell fragment from the Magical Spell Cards by Lucy Cavendish to assist the Capricorn Collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and their crosswatchers watching this video and drawn to this reading to manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, or maybe that which might be required to manifest their heart's desire for this timeless read? Joy. Aww. Joy. As I do will, so mote it be. Let joy and light radiate from me. Now, here's the thing. There's light at the core of everybody. I know, it doesn't look that way, right? I'm from New York, believe me, I know, it don't look that way. But there is only one of us. That's unity consciousness, right? So think spiritual mitosis, right? The source just gets the illusion of separation, right? So we're really all one. So the light at our core of our being, that's our divinity, that's our higher self, our spirit, our soul, all of that inside of mystical fries there. So just like the sun, you know, that thing in the sky, a cloudy day, overcast today here in Saratoga Springs. We can't see the sun, but that doesn't mean it's gone. It's just obscured by clouds. So as I do will, throat chakra, right? Spit, swallow, or chew, willpower, choices, and decisions. As I do will, so mote it be. Let joy and light radiate from me. Now, I would change let to may joy and light radiate from me, because when you ask, saying how may, right? May I, how may this be? You're actually using the divine feminine energy. What is divine masculine? So what do I got to do as divine masculine? How may I, how may my joy and light radiate from me? Just does it in a totally different internal vibe. So, loving that for you. So you want joy. Now, look, many of us just want to experience joy. I highly recommend The Power of Now by Eckhart Tolle, too, if you prefer something a bit more Tolle-ish. But that's the thing, right? You know, it all of this is a journey, so this may not just be what your heart desires, but what may be required for you to manifest your heart's desire. So, our element of earth, Archangel Ariel, let's do this. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Ariel override. Place for everything, and everything in its place. Put it all where it belongs in time and space, for the well-being of all and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. My beloved Archangel Ariel, what is your oracle message using the Crystal Oracle by Tony Carmine Salerno to represent the element of earth, to fuel the fire, to ground and manifest their heart's desire for this timeless spell kit reading? Wolfenite. Now, I ain't never heard of this, and I've had a very long career in pagan, spiritual, new agey retail. Never again the retail times. So look, I don't have Wolfenite. I'm not running out and buying any. Clear quartz does everything. It's nice to have a little physical something to enchant, right? Amulet, talisman, you know, you do you. Amulet away, talisman toward, electromagnetic, right? Masculine, feminine. But I use the same 4 pieces of jewelry. Of course I implement these spells for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, right? I just have them in the same pieces of jewelry. So they're like little spell Fort Knox jewelry. Kind of digging that. Well, you know, hello, my name is Mark, and I'm a silver jewelry addict. Hello, Mark. Okay, Wolfenite, last card in the book. Preservation. You know, like to persevere. Duality. That sounds like fun. Psychic awareness. Now, we just talked about the illusion of separation, the illusion of duality. So, psychic awareness. We're really looking at upper chakra stuff here. Your powers of perception are strong at present, and you will experience a heightened awareness of others' thoughts and intuitively understand their motives and actions. So, perceiving not just with the mind, interpret it. I am a Virgo, right? Think, right? Most of what we think is based on past experience. This is being right in the present moment. This is lovely. By drawing this card, you are being encouraged to follow your feelings and instincts. Now, there's a difference between intuition and instinct in my experience. Intuition is very feeling oriented. It can be really up here. Well, all the different chakras have different voices. But instinct is visceral. It's physical. It's very earth sign. It's very root chakra, right? Fight, flight, flee, fawn, fabulous, whatever. Where did we go here? Rely on your intuition rather than on what others say. Follow your gut feeling, for in doing so, you will preserve an integrity. You will preserve the integrity of a project or situation which is dear to your heart. So your heart's desire. This might, even the thought of it, bring you joy, or you enjoy, you know, just holding it, right? In this instance, you are being encouraged to not listen to the conflicting opinions of others. Listen instead to the guidance which stems from your own soul, and all will work out well. So, a couple of things I want to say about that. feelings really are lower three chakras, right? They're visceral. They're feelings. Emotions tend to be in the heart, throat, third eye, crown. And also the toxicity of the well-meaning, man. Look, I got a lot of people in my life, and whenever I take a risk or something like, well, are you sure? Are you sure? But what if? And they start what-ifing, which is why I don't hand my bubble to bubble poppers, right? Only very specific people in my life that I know will just hold space for me as I tell them, right? And then if I ask, if somebody asks, that's different. So that's their story, that's their fear. So if they're doing that, well, with interest rates, like all that kind of stuff, listen, hold space for them, but pay attention to your lower three chakras, particularly your second chakra, because it will tell you one-on-one, like an umbilical cord to the other person, is this me or is this them? And if it goes, because it grunts, the second chakra, you'll go, okay, this is them. And it is well-meaning, right? So you can kind of bless them and move on. All right, everyone has access to the archangels because your higher self has been called a guardian angel, and a guardian angel gathers with others and becomes archangels, like a Noah's Ark of angel, if you want to go there. And then the archangels gang up and make the virtues, the thrones, the powers, the dominions, all the way back to source. I call that reverse mitosis. It's really one thing appearing as many. But the great thing about archangels is they don't come unless you call. Like all of the celestials, they're like, no, you ask. And guess what? You don't have to draw a triangle on the floor anymore because it's really hard to get chalk out of, wood grain floor. So let's see what Alexander Wenman's Archangel Fire Oracle is, and who's the archangel waiting in the wings with their billions of wings ready to fly and all them eyes. Ooh, it's a lot of Visine. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Archangelic override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put it all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it, so let it be done. Beloved archangels, which one of you is waiting in the wings with their wings outstretched, ready to zoom in and help at the slightest invitation by the Capricorn Collective Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers watching this video, drawn to this reading, to help them with the element of air to stoke the fire and manifest their heart's desire in this timeless spell kit read. Ooh, Haniel. Oh, such a beautiful card. H-A-N-I-E-L. Now, I look up all of these angels. There's a lot written in the bookie book, but I'm a Virgo. I'm a research witch, and a potion witch, and a mystic witch, blah, blah, blah. So, that's very studious, right, to look into this. Haniel. Oh, card number 8. Now, they don't write the keywords on these cards, which I think is wonderful, so that you're kind of forced to look it up. And there's a lot written here, so I'm just going to read a little bit of the description, and then there is a message here as well. So, for the element of air, contemplate. Passion and poise is the keyword. Passion and poise. At least it's alliterative, right? Haniel's name means glory of God, or grace of God, and she can help you ignite your passions to bring you renewed energy and vitality. See, that's what I mean when you got a bubble. Don't hand them to like Edward Scissorhands, family members or whatever. If your world is feeling a little lackluster, call on this super motivational angel to restore your vigor and reignite your passion for life. There's nothing quite like a passionate Capricorn because they're so all in. And I love that. She helps us channel our energies into the things we love, which obviously is going to make that light radiate from you. So her message to you: the spark of vitality within you is being restored, giving you the courage to express yourself. Now, isn't that interesting? The spark, which is the light that radiates, right? Being restored, giving you the courage to express yourself with real grace. Whatever you do, do it from the heart with great passion and joy, right? But pay attention to your perception, something that maybe you have been protecting, like the rings of Saturn. You're ruled by Saturn, Capricorn, in case you did not know that. A beautiful card, right? So you've been nurturing this, maybe you've been gestating this cardinal earth, creative earth, Capricorn. All right. Let's look at the element of water, the emotional stuff, with the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angela Hartfield, consecrated to the higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. Please take a nice deep breath. Still point. Higher selves override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it. So let it be done. Beloved higher selves of all involved, 5th dimension and above, 8th chakra and above. What is the whisper of love? The piece of information, inspiration, and insight needed by the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers watching this video, drawn to this reading, to give them some guidance, some grace with the element of water, the energy in motion that we experience as emotion when in physical form, to help them manifest their heart's desire, which either is or does require joy with wolfenite perception and passion and poise for this timeless read. Like attracts like. There we go. Little LOAEIEIO. If you are longing for more love in your life, you need to be more loving. Well, let's take that temporarily out of the romantic category, because I can feel everybody putting that in the romantic category. You know, you can't love more to make somebody love you. That's a free will thing, right? So start with cats, right? Start with coffees. Start with, your favorite TV show. Just start being more loving. Now, again, I said, how may I, right? Matt Kahn learned this from one of his videos. He's so good. Matt Kahn, All for Love, his YouTube channel is amazing. How may I be more loving, not less? How may I love myself more, not less? How may I be more compassionate, right? How may I more, not less? So like attracts like. Now look, let the light, joy and light radiate from me. That is the electro, right? Opening the heart in that way. Love is divine power. It's the sacred truth of the heart chakra, according to Caroline Myss, MYSS, the PhD, in her book Anatomy of the Spirit, genius work, right? So you are allowing divine light, divine love. Love is divine power, and that's going to attract all sorts of stuff to you, right? It does say like attracts like. So the emotional part of this is huge. But remember, people, the toxicity of the well-meaning, right? That you still can have your boundaries as you do that. It's what I call blessing from a distance, right? It bless you from a distance. And you can prepave to an extent. There's an Abraham Hicks phrase for you. Prepave, just send them with love before you even get in the car, right? Just bless them so that you walk in there. And sometimes what that does, if always actually, is you shift to a higher timeline where you get a better version of them, but you can't control it. We have no control in the video game. We just get to choose what happens, like a choose your own adventure in a virtual, not an actual reality. Anyway, moving on, shall we? The higher selves of all involved gave us like attracts like. Let's ask the ascended masters, because most of them have already done their human incarnations, and these mantras really work if you work them. Please take a nice deep breath. This feels really good, Caps. Still point. Ascended Master override. A place for everything and everything in its place. Put all where it belongs in time and space. For the well-being of all and with harm to none. As we will it. So let it be done. Beloved Ascended Masters, what is the perfect and precise healing mantra to assist the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs and their crosswatchers watching this video, drawn to this reading to manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the unity of spirit? So as one of us does it, all of us do it a little bit more every single day. Slow and steady wins the race for this timeless spell kit reading. Unraveling codependency. Oh my God, it's on the table. Only I have to feel good about my choices. Gee, I know that much really well. Look, if you were raised in Western civilization, I don't know about everybody everywhere, then chances are you've been exposed to and may very well carry the 4 ego wounds: abuse, neglect, codependence, and loss. I've yet to meet anybody who didn't have to deal with those 4, and everybody has to deal with the wounds of loss, because who's trained, from a child how to cope with that? But codependence is a destroyer, is just as much of an addiction as anything else. So this is unraveling it, right? Which means it's raveled. How do you unravel that? Well, little by little, but we are definitely looking at a throat chakra thing here. Choices and decisions: spit, swallow, or chew. Only I have to feel good about my choices. You don't know how many times I've worked that into a conversation. I wouldn't call it my last resort, but it's not my first thing either. When codependency unravels, you are able to move freely in the directions of your heart's desire. There you go. Without needing permission from others. That's my gig. I do it anyway. As codependency fades, you are able to honor the emotional reactions of others as crucial stages of their healing journey without taking responsibility for them. So you share your heart's desire, this thing that I want to do, and they get triggered. Oh, you can't do that. If you do that, blah, 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 blah. What will the neighbors say? Fill in the blank, right? You can just be like, look, I get it, but I'm doing me on this, right? I love you, I bless you, but I'm following my joy. Follow your bliss. Joseph Campbell, gotta be one of my guys. I've been reading his stuff, feels like forever. This mantra is ideal for healing family dynamics. So even if you're not dealing with a family member directly, that's where we learn it from. And keep in mind, the pattern's been passed down from ancestor to ancestor since jump on this planet, pretty much. So it's nobody's fault. It's just conditioning, right? Cultivating emotional freedom. And emotional freedom is not the freedom from uncomfortable emotions. It's the freedom to feel the entire range of emotions without burning down the village, or in this case, avalanching it. Capricorn mountain goat. And reclaiming personal power. Very solar plexus as well. The chakra of personal power. Honor thyself and your boundaries and your honor code and all of that. So, we're going to put this together if you are new in what is called a blessimation, a combination of the word blessing and summation. I'm not insulting your intelligence, but if you're new, it's good to let people know what you're about to do. I never know what's going to come out of my mouth with this, but when we're done with this, we will talk about some other cool stuff, readings and all of that, if you want to hang out for it. I love this part. It's my favorite part every single time. Please take a nice deep breath. Last time for that deep breath for this reading. Still point. Pantheonic override. I call upon the collective pantheons of the divine. For the Capricorn collective, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and their crosswatchers who are watching this video and drawn to this reading, may they be blessed with all that they need to manifest their heart's desire. By water, by earth, by air, by fire, in the spirit of unity, by unraveling codependency, because only they have to feel good about their choices, and with that, like attracts like. If they're longing for more love and understanding in their lives, they need to be more loving and understanding, very much the way that it works. Higher selves have all involved. And may they call upon Haniel for poise and passion as they create what they're going to create here in any way, shape, or form. For the element of air to stay poised. Like bedrock, right? Yabba dabba do me. With that wolfenite perception, even if they can't find a piece of wolfenite, show them what to use to carry with them a little purifier, a little boundary clearer, protection spell, what have you, so they can manifest their heart's desire by water, by earth, by air, with the fire, which probably is what is most required. So, as we do will, so mote it be. Let joy and light radiate from thee for the well-being of all, and with harm to none, as we will it. So let it be done. So mote it be. And so it is. It was good. What a fun read. I mean, the codependency part, right? But, you know, there's always going to be somebody who want to try and piss in your Cheerios. Leave my Cheerios alone. And my Cocoa Pebbles. Yabba dabba do me. So, if you liked the reading, if you found it helpful, if you even just enjoyed it a little bit, hit the like button, the thumbs up. It helps other Capricorns and crosswatchers find the reading, and really, we need more of this on the planet, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I do too. And if you want more of me here on YouTube, please do subscribe, hit the notification bell, all notifications if you want all the notifications. Because I'm not stopping. Obviously, I enjoy this way too much as a mystical artist, and now that I'm in my new studio temple, in my new home in Saratoga Springs, it's just so much fun, and yeah, the kitten ain't getting in here anytime soon. He hasn't come yet, next month. So, if you want the deeper dive, more magic, more miracles, more mysticism, more Mal, come Patreon on Patreon. I just sent out a video of the kitten for the free followers. You can follow us for free. You can 7-day free trial us as a seeker or a human. Most of my, I think all of my subscribers get the daily check-ins, the extended readings, but they all definitely get the extensive discount. That's why if you want a 7-day free trial, just stay for the month and book me within that month and you get that discount. The digital store is wonderful. Anyone can shop there. Now that my entire back catalog of audios and videos are on there, I'm making new stuff for the new book, and I'm very excited about that new book, though it probably won't come out till next year. It's a lot. It's the autobiography of my career. Yeah, I've had a really crazy, fun career. It sounds like fiction, but it's actually fact. I have documents. I have tax documents to prove it. So, come Patreon on Patreon. I love it so much over there, and I highly recommend it for people who are really serious about their creativity and want a support system. And by the way, very, very wonderful way to build a whole community. So yeah, come Patreon on Patreon, because I'm the Archangel of Lions, Markangelo Lyons. But you may just call me Mal. And if you would like a private session with me, I made a video for the 25th anniversary of my company, May 1st, 2023, called Booking Private Sessions with Mal. I have to remake it because I was living in Holbrook, Long Island then. Now I'm in Saratoga Springs, and the game has changed a little bit. I am now available for readings at the Magic Moon in Saratoga Springs. If you're local, you call them directly. There are certain days that I'm there. They tell me you're coming, I show up, I read you. Or spiritual counseling. It's all good. It's all the same thing. Not really all the same thing, but close enough. But in the video, it explains what I charge, why I charge, what my boundaries are, what I do, what I don't, what I will, what I won't. Like, confidentiality is really, really important to me as a reader. It always has been. Like, it's in the vault. It explains the Patreon discount. And, yes, I will eventually be taking clients here at my home, but I need to know the people a little bit before I do that, right? And setting up my office downstairs little by little, but now with a kitten on the way, it's like that's changing for a bit. Schedule has shifted. But the majority of the work that I do is on a Zoom recording, where I send the client spiritual counseling or reading, sometimes both, what we call a half and half. I send them a Zoom link. They come into the chat. We record the whole thing. When the reading is over, I send them a link. They download the reading so they don't have to take notes or remember anything. They can really be in the present moment, right? Then they tell me they downloaded it and I delete it from the cloud on Zoom. That's about as confidential as we can get. You can share it with whoever you want, but on my end, I know my boundaries are intact. I am, after all, a Virgo power across your legs, absolutely. And I love doing readings. I've been reading tarot since I'm 12 years old. I'm 55 at the time of this timeless recording. Yeah, I know, I don't look at things. A little witchcraft and rapid wrinkle repair go a long way. I'm not changing that. I also got my mom's DNA, very, very helpful. My mom loves that video and it makes her laugh, so it'll always stay up on YouTube, and I will make a new one eventually once the kitten's settled in, hopefully. So, thank you so much for watching. I have to say, the world needs joy, right? To all the sorrows that are going on. So, just remember, only you have to feel good about your choices. I know all these mantras, but this is the one that really, really allows whatever anybody else is doing for them to do that's their choice. That's their healing journey, and that's fine. I get to choose how I want to deal with this, and we can do it in a way that doesn't dampen our joy, because sometimes People don't like it when other people are filled with joy and inspiration because they ain't there. And that's a human condition. Just remember, at core, we are all divine. The clouds cannot take away the sun. They can only temporarily obscure it, as they say. So hang in there. I love Capricorns. You're determined. You're creative. You're cardinal creative earth, king of pentacles in the tarot. And who don't like that? So I believe in you. You've got this. Hang in there. Heal. Hell, farewell, and blessed be.